Hello, I'm reading to you tonight instead of John, and I'm reading to you a book called Marigold and the Snoring King. This is written by Jennifer Rempel, and Jennifer is married to my cousin. They live in California. Marigold and the Snoring King. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a king and his fair queen who longed for a child. See the king and the queen, and they have a dog, but they don't have any children. One winter, King Reginald became ill. The king recovered. However, he began to snore, which he had never done before. As each night passed, King Reginald's snores grew louder. His snores echoed through the castle and grew louder. His snores rattled the houses in town and grew louder. His snores reached neighboring villages and grew louder. There he is in his bed. There he is in the castle. And in the neighboring towns. I'm afraid sometimes I snore when I have a cold. Unrest settled throughout the land. So the king issued a decree granting half the kingdom to anyone who stopped his snoring. In the kingdom, there lived an orphan girl named Marigold. As Marigold fastened clothes on the line to dry, she had an idea which might help the king. She placed something in her pocket. After Marigold completed her work, she dashed to the castle. So here he is, issuing a decree. And here she is doing her chores, helping with the laundry. Marigold doesn't have any parents. She has to help the other ladies do the laundry. So she went to the castle after her chores, and she met a guard at her path. "Halt! State your business," Marigold declared. "I came to help the king. I can stop his snoring." Do you think she can? Here he is. Ooh, he seems pretty serious. "Move along," the guard said. "The noblemen will stop the king's snoring." "I hope they do, but if not, I will," Marigold replied. Look at that sweet face. She has an idea. But they don't need her help. The noblemen had servants, people to help them, fill the great hall with beds. Some beds were hard, some beds were soft, and some beds were somewhere in between. Oh my goodness. Look at all the beds. Some are hard, some are soft, some are in between. These illustrations are beautiful. They are done by Kim Spagnagel. Spagnagel. In the evening, King Reginald chose the first bed and fell asleep. To everyone's dismay, he snored. The servants woke the king and moved him to another bed. Good idea. His snores continued. So throughout the night, King Reginald went from bed to bed to bed. However, after trying them all, the king still snored. The nobleman had failed. He went from bed to bed to bed. Oh my goodness. He really has a problem. On the following day, after Marigold completed her work, she dashed to the castle. There she is helping with laundry, and she dashes to the castle. I wonder how far away the castle is. A guard blocked her path. "Halt! State your business," Marigold declared. "I came to help the king. I can stop his snoring." "Move along," the guard said. "The royal cooks will stop the king's snoring." "I hope they do, but if not, I will," Marigold replied. This guard doesn't look quite as scary as the last guard. He is very tall. Uh-oh. Sorry, that's my cat. Let me get it. That's my cat, Cosette. She'll probably come from my lap in a moment. The royal cooks created a meal which consisted of peppers stuffed with horseradish and onions. With every bite, King Reginald sprang out of his chair and dunked his head in the nearest water barrel. The king ate every morsel, though his eyes teared and his brow dripped with sweat. Oh my goodness. I think they thought if food was very spicy, it would clear up his nose and then he wouldn't snore. I wonder what will happen. However, the king snored even louder and had a terrible stomachache. That's not surprising. The royal cooks had failed. Poor King Reginald. I didn't notice this. Do you see the puppy? On the following day, after Marigold completed her work, she dashed to the castle. A guard blocked her path. "Halt! State your business," Marigold declared. "I came to help the king. I can stop his snoring." That's another guard. There she is doing her chores, and there's the guard. "Move along," the guard said. "The knights will stop the king's snoring." "The knights? I hope they do, but if not, I will," Marigold replied. She still has that happy little sweet face. She's very persistent. The knights championed a week-long exercise program. That sounds like a good idea. King Reginald swam the moat, he climbed the castle walls, and he towed the heavy cannons. With muscles aching, King Reginald fell asleep, exhausted. There are the knights, and there he is, swimming the moat, and climbing the walls, and pulling the cannon. However, what do you think? He still snored. as the exercise continued a week more. As each day passed, the king grew stronger, and so did his snore. It grew to a roar. The roaring snores reached surrounding kingdoms, who threatened to go to war if the king's snoring was not stopped. The knights had failed. All seemed lost. Oh my goodness. I have heard snoring before, but I have never heard it from the next town over. But on the following day, after Marigold completed her work, she dashed to the castle. A guard blocked her path. "Halt! State your business." Marigold declared, "I came to help the king. I can stop his snoring." Do you think they sent her away? "Since no one has been able to cure the king, you may pass," the guard said, "but I doubt you will be able to stop the king's snoring." "Oh, but I will," Marigold replied. In the great hall, Marigold curtsied before the king and queen. "My name is Marigold," she said. "I came to help the king. I can stop his snoring." And she pulled a clothespin from her pocket and handed it to the king. A clothespin? Do you see her clothespin? Right there? What do you think she's going to do with that? Well, the king said, "What am I to do with this clothespin?" And she said, "Put it on your nose when you sleep." When King Reginald went to bed, he pinched his nose with the clothespin and fell asleep. What do you think happened? All was quiet. The king didn't snore. The kingdom cheered. Oh, look, he's sleeping so soundly. On the following day, there was a great celebration. He probably slept really well, first of all, as did everyone else. Marigold was brought before the king and queen. "Marigold, you have stopped my snoring. By decree, you shall have anything you wish, up to half my kingdom," King Reginald proclaimed. Marigold boldly asked her greatest wish. "All I want is a family." Look at that sweet face. King Reginald watched Queen Anne wipe tears of longing from her eyes. Then he knew what he would do. "Your wish will be granted," announced the king. "You will be our daughter." Aww. What great news. Marigold ran to the king and queen and embraced her new family. The kingdom celebrated again, for now they had a new princess, Princess Margaret. Marigold. Princess Marigold. The end. And then here on the back of the book is the castle, the kingdom, and there is a picture of my cousin's wife, Jennifer Rempel. And I thank you for watching our video today. Have a great day.